Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on information theory and coding. Myself Meenakshi Torse, Department of ECE, KLS VTIT, Haliyad. So in this lecture we'll solve few numericals on entropy. So example 1, the International Morse code uses a sequence of symbols of dots and dashes to transmit letters of English alphabets. The dash is represented by a current pulse of duration 2 millisecond and a dot of 1 millisecond. The probability of dash is half as that of dot. Consider 1 millisecond duration of gap is given in between the symbols. Calculate self-information of a dot and a dash. Calculate average information content of a dot dash code and calculate the information rate. So in this problem statement, we have two events occurring, dot event and a dash event. Let us assume P dot as the probability for a dot event and P dash as the probability for dash event. So it is mentioned in the problem statement that probability of dash is half times as that of P dot. So we can write P dash equals to 1 by 2 times of P dot. From the basics of probability theory, we know that sum of probabilities of all the events will result in unity value, that is 1. Therefore, P dot plus P dash equals to 1. Substituting P dash value, that is 1 by 2 P dot, and simplifying, we obtain P dot equals to 2 by 3. Substitute P dot value in equation of P dash, which gives you value of P dash equals to 1 by 3. So we know that self information is given by I equals to log of 1 by probability. So self information of a dot event is given by log of 1 by probability of dot event to the base 2. Base 2 represents we are computing information in terms of bits. Probability of dot event is 2 by 3. So this gives us I dot equals to log of 1 divided by 2 by 3 to the base 2, which can be written as log 3 by 2 to the base 2, and this can be calculated as log 2 by 3 divided by log 2, which gives you information conveyed by dot as 0.584 bits. Similarly, information by dash event is given by log of 1 by probability of dash. Substitute probability of dash, that is 1 by 3. So which gives us I dash equals to log of 1 divided by 1 by 3 to the base 2. Again, we are computing information in terms of bits. Log 1 divided by 1 by 3 can be written as log 3 to the base 2. Log 3 to the base 2 can be computed as log 3 divided by log 2, which gives us 1.584 bits as the information conveyed by dash event. So we know that average information or entropy is given by H equals to summation I equals to 1 to M Pi log of 1 by Pi, where Pi refers to probability and M refers to number of symbols transmitted. So in this example, we have two events occurring, a dot event and a dash event. Therefore, M value is 2. Therefore, the formula for entropy reduces to summation I equals to 1 to 2 pi log of 1 by pi to the base 2. Substituting probability of dot and dash, the expression for h reduces to 2 by 3, that is probability of dot, pi into log of 1 by probability of dot, that is 2 by 3, plus probability of dash, that is 1 by 3, log of 1 by probability gives you log of 1 divided by 1 by 3. So log 1 divided by 2 by 3 can be written as log 3 by 2 to the base 2. Similarly, log 1 divided by 1 by 3 can be written as log 3 to the base 2. Log 3 to the base 2 can be computed as log 3 divided by log 2, and log 3 by 2 to the base 2 can be computed as log 3 by 2 divided by log 2, which results in entropy value as 0.9182 bits per symbol. So coming to average rate of information or information rate. Information rate is given by H into R of S, where H stands to average information or entropy and RS stands to symbol rates. So entropy value is computed already. We need to compute what is the symbol rate. So we know that probability of dot is 2 by 3 and probability of dash is 1 by 3. So we are transmitting 3 symbols. Among 3, 2 dots are transmitted and 1 dash is transmitted. One dash is transmitted with a duration of 2 milliseconds and 1 dot is transmitted with a duration of 1 millisecond, and we have a 1 millisecond gap between these symbols being transmitted. So totally we are transmitting 3 symbols. Among 3, 2 dots and 1 dash. Therefore we can write it as 1 dot transmitted plus a gap, and then one more dot is being transmitted with a gap plus 1 dash transmitted with an gap. So dot duration is 1 millisecond and the gap duration is 1 millisecond, whereas dash duration is 2 millisecond, which gives us total duration as 7 millisecond. Therefore symbol rate is, we are transmitting 3 symbols with a duration of 7 millisecond. Convert milliseconds to seconds. Therefore RS will be 3 divided by 7 into 10 raised to minus 3 seconds, which gives us symbol rate RS equals to 3000 by 7 symbols per second. So multiply symbol rate with entropy, which gives us the information rate as 393.5 bits per second. Consider example 2. A code is composed of a dot and a dash. Assuming a dash is 3 times as long as dot and has 1/3 the probability of occurrence. Calculate the information in a dot and a dash. Calculate entropy of a dot dash code. Calculate the average rate of information if a dot lasts for 10 milliseconds and the same time is allowed between symbols. So in this problem statement, we have two events occurring, a dot event and a dash event. From basics of probability theory, we know that sum of probabilities of all the events will result to unity or 1. So in this example, we have only two events. Therefore, P dot plus P dash probabilities will be equal to 1. And it is given that probability of dash is 1/3 the probability of dot. Therefore, we can write P dash equals to 1/3 times of P dot. Substitute P dash in equation 1. So on substituting, we'll get P dot plus 1/3 P dot equals to 1. On simplifying, we get P dot as 3/4. Substitute P dot in equation 1. We'll obtain P dash as 1/4. So once we know the probability of dot and dash, we can compute what is the information conveyed by dot and dash, because information is inversely proportional to probability. So self information I by dot event is given by log of 1 by probability of dot to the base 2. Substituting probability of dot, which is 3/4, we'll get I dot as log of 4/3 to the base 2, which can be computed as log 4/3 whole divided by log 2, which gives us information conveyed by dot as 0.415 bits. Similarly, information conveyed by dash can be written as log 1 by probability of dash to the base 2. Substitute probability of dash, that is 1/4. Hence we'll obtain log 1 divided by 1/4, which can be written as log 4 to the base 2. Therefore, I dash results in 2 bits. Second bit, we need to compute what is entropy or average information. Entropy is given by summation I equals to 1 to m pi log of 1 by pi to the base 2. We have two events occurring, a dot event and an dash event. Therefore, m value is 2 and p stands for probability. So the first term will be corresponding to a dot event and the second term will be due to a dash event. Probability of dot is 3/4 log of 1 by probability of dot plus probability of dash, that is 1/4 log of 1 divided by probability of dash. On simplifying, we get entropy value as 0.8113 bits per symbol. Information rate is given by R equals to Rs into H. So we know that probability of dot is 3/4 and probability of dash is 1/4. This means we are transmitting 4 symbols. Among 4, 3 dots are transmitted and 1 dash is transmitted. And it is given that a dot duration is 10 millisecond, whereas a dash is 3 times as long as dot. So if dot duration is 10 millisecond, then dash is 3 times as long as dot. Therefore, dash duration will be 30 millisecond. And a time gap of 10 millisecond is allowed between a dot and an dash. So totally 4 symbols we are transmitting. Among 4, 3 dots are transmitted and 1 dash. dot duration is 10 millisecond and dash is 3 times as long as dot, therefore dash duration is 30 millisecond, and we have a 10 millisecond gap between a dot and an dash, that is gap between symbols. So we are transmitting 3 dots with a gap between symbols plus 1 dash. Dot duration 10 millisecond, gap duration is 10 millisecond. In same dot duration 10 millisecond, gap duration 10 millisecond, whereas dash duration is 30 millisecond and the duration of gap is 10 millisecond between two symbols, which gives us total duration as 100 milliseconds. Therefore, R as a symbol rate is, we are transmitting 4 symbols in a duration of 100 milliseconds. Convert milliseconds to seconds, which gives us 4 divided by 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. Therefore, symbol rate RS will be 40 symbols per second. Therefore, information rate capital R equals to RS into H, that is entropy. Substitute symbol rate and the entropy, which gives us information rate as 32.452 bits per second. Next numerical statement is as follows. A binary source produces symbols 0 and 1 with probability p and 1 minus p. Determine entropy of the source. Sketch the variation of entropy with probability p and comment on the result. So we have two symbols occurring, symbol 0 and symbol 1. Symbol 0 occurs with a probability p and symbol 1 occurs with a probability 1 minus p. So now we need to determine what is the entropy. We know that entropy is given by H equals to summation I equals to 1 to m pi log of 1 by pi to the base 2. We have two symbols occurring, symbol 0, symbol 1. So value of m is 2. So first symbol 0 is occurring with a probability of p. So p log of 1 by p to the base 2 plus symbol 1 is occurring with a probability 1 minus p. Therefore, the equation for H will be p log of 1 by p to the base 2 plus 1 minus p log of 1 minus p to the base 2. So we know that probability varies from 0 to 1. The minimum probability value is 0, whereas the maximum probability is 1. So for different values of probability, we need to compute what is entropy H. So in this equation, if you substitute P as 0, so 0 into anything results in 0 plus 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 0 gives you 0. 1 minus 0 gives you 1. Log of 1 divided by 1 minus 0 gives you log 1, and log 1 value is 0. Therefore, when P is 0, H is 0. Next case, replace P with 0.1. So H equation will be replace P with 0.1. So 0.1 log of 1 by 0.1 plus 1 minus p, that is 1 minus 0.1, which gives us 0.9 log of 1 by 0.9. So once you simplify this entire equation, you'll get entropy H as 0.469 bits per symbol. So when P is 0.2, H will be 0.2 log of 1 by 0.2 plus 1 minus P here. 1 minus 0.2 gives us 0.8 log of 1 by 1 minus P, which is again 0.8. So on simplifying, we get H value as 0.722 bits per second. Similarly, do it for P equals to 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. And these are the H values obtained when P is 0.3, when P is 0.4, and when P is 0.5. So when P is 0.6, the equation for H is, when P is 0.6, equation for H is 0.6 log of 1 by 0.6 plus 1 minus P. Now the P value is 0.6. So when P is 0.6, H will be 0.6 log of 1 by 0.6 plus 1 minus P. That is 1 minus 0.6 gives you 0.4 log of 1 divided by 0.4, which gives us H value as 0.971 bits per symbol. Similarly, compute H value for 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and when P is 1, we get entropy as 0. So if you compare 0.6 with 0.4, point 3 with 0.7, 0.2 with 0.8, and 0.1 with 0.9. So the H values are similar. And if you compare the equations, the equation is also similar. The only difference is the first and second terms are occurring in a different order. For example, consider 0.1 and 0.9. So this is the expression for P equals to 0.1, and this is the expression for P equals to 0.9. So when P is 0.1, H is 0.1 log of 1 by 0.1 plus 0.9 log of 1 by 0.9. When P is 0.9, H is 0.9 log of 1 by 0.9 plus 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 0.9, gives us 0.1 log of 1 by 0.1. So if you observe these two carefully, the expression is similar, only the terms are exchanged. So the terms exchange. That is, although the symbol probabilities occur in different order, the value of entropy remains same. Similarly, for 0.2 and 0.8, 0.3 and 0.7, 0.4 and 0.6, whereas entropy attains maximum value when probability is 1 by 2. So if you compare entropy values from p equals to 0 to p equals to 0.4 and p equals to 0.5 to 1, it is exactly the mirror image. Hence we say entropy is a symmetric function. So for these variations of probability, these are the entropy values we'll obtain. So based on this table, we can plot P versus H. When probability is 0, H is 0. When probability is 1, H is 0. When probability is 0.1, H is 0.46. When probability is 0.2, H is 0.72. When probability is 0.3, H is 0.881. When probability is 0.4, H is 0.971. And when probability is 0.5, entropy is 1, which is a maximum value. Similarly, when P is 0.6, entropy is 0.97. When P is 0.9, entropy is 0.469. So this is the graph you obtain when you plot P versus H. So entropy vanishes when P is 0 and when P is 1, and as probability varies, entropy varies. And if you observe the plot, the entropy function is a symmetric function. Whatever values you get for H from 0 to 0.4, same values you obtain it for 0.6 to 1. So we say entropy is a symmetric function. So based on the graph, these are the following comments we can write. Entropy is continuous function of probability. As probability varies from 0 to 1, so does the entropy function. And entropy is a symmetric function of its arguments. Like we had compared 0.1 with 0.9, the entropy is same. 0.2 and 0.8, entropy is same. 0.3 and 0.7, entropy is same. 0.4 and 0.6 values, the entropy is same. Hence we say entropy is a symmetric function. And entropy is same irrespective of the order in which the symbols are arranged in the list. So we had compared probability of 0.1 and 0.9. So we had compared entropy equation when P is 0.1 and when P is 0.9. The entropy value is same, plus the symbol probabilities are also same, but they are occurring in a different order. So even though probabilities occur in a different order, the entropy doesn't change. The entropy is same. And when probability is 0, entropy is 0, and when probability is 1, entropy is 0. Therefore, entropy vanishes when probability is 0 and 1. So to summarize, in this lecture, we solved few numericals on entropy. So we know that entropy is given by summation I equals to 1 to m pi log of 1 by pi. For a given problem statement, we need to find out what are the number of events, and then we need to find out what are the probabilities of these events. Once we know the probability, we can compute what is the information conveyed by this event, and finally we can calculate what is the entropy or average information and the information rate. In the next lecture, we'll discuss properties of entropy, extremal property of entropy, and we'll be solving few numericals. Thank you.